Peace. Massive protests include driven a divide time to Armenia, a little landlocked, position Soviet nationality. On Tuesday, an opposition political figure who harnessed a coup is set to be selected main secretary. While Nikol Pashinyan, 42, set off on his My Move Outcry march on March 31st of Armenia's other town Gyumri, sport his trademark Hacks t-shirt, just a pair of half a dozen human beings united him, and they were mostly journalists. By the period the MP and former journalist had achieved the equity Yerevan on April 13, thousands more than had united his motion. For lot Armenians the is the at first period with autonomy of the Soviets Association in 1991 how they are capable to trust in a superior next. While a bartender inures in opening a sideboard and pulls out the domestic banner to show how he supports the outcry motion, you aware thing is radically change. So too for the 17-year-old high school undergraduate skip grade to visit 2 weeks of election meetings, since he wants accessing to a superior formation, the villagers in remotely areas who sense how their sounding are eventually creature heard, and the 12-year-old family block roads in an act of national civilian defiance. We've tested to outcry in the history so lot times, but such protests did not conduct to any changes, and human beings lose expect, says Megri Gabrielian, the bartender in the banner. He's various the period since at recent down there is who helped to conduct us. April 13, thousands get to gateway of Yerevan as Nikol Pashinyan's 14-date outcry march arrives April 17, as everyday protests go on. Serge Sargsyan is selected Armenian main secretary by parliament, 8 days following his couple-term chairmanship ended April 22. Nikol Pashinyan arrested following negotiations crash in main secretary Serge Sargsyan April 27, the man equipped operating PM, Karen Karapetin, waste new negotiations Armenia, story and policy. It was in 2008 how Serge Sargsyan came to force as CEO among forcible repression of against government protests in that at low 10 human beings were annihilated. Quick striker 10-year. At the end of his other president period Serge Sargsyan was on to be main secretary, a new and improved part, following changes to the basic law were gone by a 2015 plebiscite spoiled by common irregularities. It was a blunder, since lot Armenians recognized his go substantially as a tertiary president period by the back door. Tens of thousands, mostly students and top school family, filled on to the gateway singing "Do the move to deny Serge." Largest protesters are students who are unfortunate on which event in the nation, says protester and youthful IT expert Ruben Ilanakian. They are not the ones who grew up in Soviets promotion, they are more than complementary and house why we are needing our rights more than easily. Lot of which has happened there is unparalleled in any portion of the ex-Soviets Association, consisting Russia's muted response to events. Russia has a war basis there and patrols the boundary in Turkey. Armenia is a term of CEO Vladimir Putin's Eurasian Economical Association and is portion of Russia's Provincial War Association. It has an unsolved dispute in Azerbaijan above Nagorno-Karabakh and depends on Russia for safety. So Russia's share in the nation of 2.9 million human beings is considerable. But Nikol Pashinyan has met a deputation of Ruski MPs and lost out of his way to collateral, more profound relations in Russia, as in Armenia's neighbors, the EU, US and China. Though Serge Sargsyan was seen as an friend of CEO Putin, the lead of Armenia's personality-styled Velvety Coup says he has been pledged how Russia will not stand up. How is in noted difference in Georgia's 2003 Rosa coup and Ukraine's 2004 Orange coup. He's not a color coup, says Fyodor Lukyanov, text editor of the magazine Russia in World Sphere. All understands how the cradle of the meltdown in Armenia are national, in comparison with several early cases in the position Soviet area, wherever world present was cued precise. Russia knows how, though if the pro-democracy motion prevails and Armenia embarks on a less than pervert head of its story, the nation's economical and war dependency on Moscow will not changing.